I get that it's been a hard past year for us, and I get that we took even forever to release the first episode. But I have to say, I think the series is a flop. Yeah, I said it. We pulled all our resources together, and this is the result. I mean, I'm about to spend thousands on shipping materials to my world, only to take a year to build it. I don't think it's that bad. At least your series got the green light. Mine is only getting a cameo, and better yet, it's a fake set in a creative world. I have to agree, I really thought we would have all this running smoothly by now, but here we are, called to a meeting because someone is unhappy. Look around, can't you see we all have our problems? It's nice that I get to help with music and other things, but let's face it. Is it time to retire storytelling? What if we just did classic videos? Well, I was wanting to change directions a little bit. Maybe we just throw the scripts in the bin. But that would start from next week, right? Because I finally got to do a story this week. I'm afraid that the budget won't get that far. I'm sorry, Mist. No. You can still do other stuff though, like, no one does the camera stuff like you do. Fine, but promise me one thing. The world will be in safe hands. The world will be in safe hands. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of Time Starts Now. My name is Misty, and as you can see, there's a lot of things that have changed again in the intro. First thing you'll notice is I have these on the ground, and they are signifying the spawn chunks. These are the exact 4 chunks you can spawn in when you respawn in this world, and so I want to decorate it and spruce it up. Unintended. But you'll also notice that there's an extra square over here in Tough. I did some digging and I found where some possible slime chunks could be, and it turns out there's one right here, maybe, yet to be proved. So that's why the farm kind of has been cut down into a smaller farm. But I am going to do some experiments in between episodes to figure out if that's actually a slime farm. And I'm like, but you're wondering, why do I need slime? That's because I want to transform this base, at least from outside of the spawn chunks area, including the slime chunk, backwards. I love moss blocks, and I've done moss block terrain before, and I want to bring it back to like cover the land way over the back. And I kind of almost want to flatten this out because I want to make this kind of like a town. I want a town to be here, and I don't know how I want that to look. This is an island that we're on, so I want to transform the whole island. And so I'm gonna make it look like a town, which means the main face of the clock tower is actually, my gosh, is actually gonna be this face of the clock tower, which means you know what I have to do. I need to build another face of the clock tower immediately, but not quite yet. So that's where I'm going to be turning my focus to, as that. But of course, that requires a lot of moss blocks, and so I want to build a moss farm in a building, and I don't know where that moss farm's going to go. But I have a feeling that I'm going to mark out a chunk for it to go in, because I kind of like the idea of having everything in its own dedicated chunk. And so I'm thinking it might go here, in this area here. And we'll flatten this out, and this can become the moss land, moss generator. And all moss generators involve a sticky piston. And so that's why I need to find the spawn chunks. I also discovered that slime chunks, not spawn chunks. I also discovered that there is a swamp. If I travel way back in that direction, there is a swamp, and so that may be where I end up traveling to. I think I have just noticed something. That my desktop isn't giving audio. I don't know if you can hear the game. Why would that be happening? This is all how it should be. Why is it not picking up the gameplay? Hold on a minute. Give me 1 second. Oh, I know exactly why. Fixed it. That's why my Bluetooth headphones were connected. Well, it's alright, that's why I put music under everything I do. So yeah, I want to do a moss farm, and I want to transform this all, and all that. And also in the intro, there's the abandoned village. There's no villages. It's an abandoned village, so there are no villages, which means it's the most useless thing to me. And as much as I'd love to have like an automatic wheat farm or something, I just don't think that that's gonna happen anytime soon. But yeah, I want to work on terrain, and I want to do that. But yeah, I know that the episode is called New Year's New Dimensions, but I'll be honest, I was in a meeting yesterday, and I found out that kind of the budget's being cut a little bit, and I have to break the fourth wall a little bit, guys. I have to let me. Gosh, look how much materials are on me. I have to break the fourth wall, guys. We're a production team of 3 people, and we have a very limited budget. And it seems that we may have blown the budget on the previous episodes. So we're unsure if we're gonna continue the story line or not, but my poor buddy Mist, who's our musical director and our camera person, this was meant to be his story this week. And it's genuinely quite sad that he didn't get to do his story this week. I was kind of excited for it. But yep, that's what happens when you run out of budget. So, I think, moving on from that sadness, let me unbreak the fourth wall. I think I'm going to do some more deep slate mining and finish off maybe these last 2 faces of the clock tower, and we can just focus that on that. So let's get started! And boom, there you have it. Another 2 faces of the clock tower. There are still details missing, like the spruce fences, which are going to come down here as well. But spruce fences are expensive to craft, and I can't be bothered crafting them right now. So, yep. I also finished off the roof of this place, so no longer does it look like it's in half a piece. The only thing missing now from here is a few blocks, like I think there's meant to be a block there, and this entire wall, which I don't know if I'm going to keep or not. Now, the next project from the clock tower at least, is to create a tunnel that goes down and across to here. There's nothing more annoying than having to run out the back or around the front of this and then come all the way over and then come around under here. I found just so much of a problem. It just so happens that the direction of the tunnel would be over in this direction. So yeah, that's going to happen between episodes because there's a lot of digging. I had to replace the diamond pickaxe because of the amount of deep slate I had to mine to finish off the roof. I still have plenty of deep slate and tough and other materials because I did overcraft a little bit, but yeah. Now, this tree, I hate it. It's going. It was the temporary Christmas tree, and now it's going to go byes. It's going to go bye-byes. It's no longer needed. I don't know if these leaves will just... Oh, they won't disappear because they're not naturally spawning. Well, I destroyed these. I have no idea what this episode's going to be called. That's one issue that I have right now, is what is the episode even going to be called? I guess I'd just say something like More Progress or something. Also, did you like the new track in the time-lapse? I thought that the time-lapse could do with a more relaxed, laid-back, calm version. So I was like, oh, let's create a variant on the time-lapse music, because that sounds like it would be a lot of fun. So that's what I did. I created a variant on the time-lapse music. That's not necessarily the same as the upbeat. I just didn't think it fit the episode. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to reach that leaf, am I? It's gonna be so nice to have this gone. Yeah, there we go. Now, there's one other problem with my base. There's this tree. And there's actually a similar tree over here. This one. And as you can see, there's just like an indent left in here, and you know there's like the gap over there. These trees are really awkward, but I don't know if I want to cut them down or not. I probably will cut this one down. But yeah, I don't know what else to do really. I have this. I just need to make that moss farm. That moss farm's gonna take me a while to make. So yeah. But this is gonna be the spawn area, so I'm thinking I'm going to level it down to the lowest level, which is this level, which is the water level. Lower it down, and we're gonna have like a little dock area over here. Maybe with like a thing outstretching out that way, so that there can be like a boat that docks in there and a boat that docks over here. I can't build boats for the life of me. And then this will be all flattened. And I don't know, we'll put some special stuff. The center of the spawn is here, where this tree is. And I don't know why this is here, but this is here. And this was conveniently centered in the chunk. Not intentional. Didn't build it like that. That's just how it ended up being. So that's where it's going to stay, and this whole chunk is going to be dedicated to that, and this one is going to be something else, and this one will be all about boats, and this final one here will probably have something else. Not 100% sure, we'll find out. And like I said, having the moss farm over here in a building, and then if this is a slime farm, figuring out how I want that to look. And if it even is a spawn, even if it is a slime chunk. What if it's not? Well then, it'll become my farm chunk. Can't really think of anything else to do in this episode, really. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode. It's the first one of this year, and I am about to get real busy back in real life for the next like month and a bit, so producing these episodes is going to be harder and harder to do. Well, this room looks different, but I hope that I can keep up the series in a regular format with less story in it. But I'll absolutely be sure to keep little weird things like that little meeting thing at the beginning of this episode. I quite enjoy making those, although they do take time to script and film and edit, especially the editing. I had so much frustration trying to edit that scene at the top of the episode. I was just that, yeah. But anyway, I think I've reached about the 17-minute mark on this video, so I'm gonna let whatever happens next play. I don't know if there's anything in store for the end of this episode. But anyway, the sun is approaching midday, and I am done with this episode. And I will see you all in the next episode. Bye! Am I going insane for talking to myself? Is this normal for people? It's fine. I'll be back for the meeting next week, and we'll just talk about see what episode 8 will bring. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my world, and I'm gonna do that work on that moss farm.